Welcome back, everyone, to this rendition of Episode of the Month. This is the show where at the end of every month, I look back on all the television that came out, and I'm like, this is my favorite episode to come out in that month. It's Episode of the Month. This was a great month for television. There were so many great shows coming back and starting up again. And in that came this really fun show that I know I've enjoyed, and I'm sure a lot of people have too. Scenes from a Marriage, starring Jessica Chastain and Oscar Isaac. Now, I think this show is just really well made. It's some interesting stuff. And I do want to say, if you look at it compared to like the grand scale of some of the other stuff I've talked about on this channel, it's pretty simple. But you know what? I'm easy. I'm an easy guy. I get impressed when you just put two people in a room and have them talk and like do some great acting. That impresses me. I think that stuff is just as hard as the big sweeping epics. So when it's Scenes from a Marriage, episode 2 in particular, titled Polly, I am blown away by the acting in this show that I'm just like, yeah, if you're just going to give me an hour of two incredibly attractive and interesting people talking to each other about how their marriage is falling apart, you can sell me on pretty much anything. I think that is really impressive to do. And I enjoy the hell out of that stuff. So, like I said, Scenes from a Marriage, it is Jessica Chastain, it is Oscar Isaac, two amazing, talented people who are doing incredible work right now and just changing the game with what they are capable of. They played a married couple, and you just see like the hardships of their marriage. But this time around, we see that Chastain's character is kind of falling out of love with her husband, and she met somebody a little younger and more interesting that she has connected to on a level that she hasn't felt for her husband in a long time. It's easy, okay? I'm not saying this is some complex piece of like artistry. It's just, how do you deal with falling out of love with your husband? If you are the husband learning about this from your wife, how do you handle dealing with these complex feelings? And it's brilliant. It is just two people slowly seeing the pain on each other's faces, trying to pass the torch of blame to the other person, and it feels authentic and just creative. I think it is incredibly brilliant. You know, I'm always been an Oscar Isaac fan. I have said it from day one. That guy is a talented actor, and I think you see why he is so talented in this show. Like this episode, you just see the anger he's feeling, just the slow resentment towards his wife. Like, yeah, you're trying to make this my fault when it's not my fault. And if I'd known the signs or something, we could change. And he's actively trying to be like, can we just talk about this? You don't have to leave right now. You don't have to run away and any of that stuff, because she wants to just, she's going away with him for a couple months to work on like a project. And it's like, this is it. We're done. She's leaving that night. And he's also, Isaac's trying to be like, your daughter, our daughter, like, you can't just up and leave her. If you want to leave me, go ahead. Like, I can't stop that. I wish I could, but what? But your daughter? You're going to leave your daughter that soon. And again, I think what's really impressive about this type of just like creating an episode is you're framing it that like the one who is leaving is the wife, and that makes her look like she's the villain of the piece. But I think it's very impressive where she is able to equally attack him on certain points. And Chastain, she's incredible. I think she's a fantastic actor. I just really like the way she plays the kind of like fringe vulnerable type in this, clearly having a breakdown of like ethical reasons, just like, do I leave my daughter? What is the right thing to do here? I feel trapped in this marriage, in this life, and this is giving me the escape I need, and I have to go right now, or I feel like I might never leave. I think that is authentic. I think that is maybe not likely for every marriage, but I'm like, I'd buy these people's relationship. I think it's very impressive and very cool. Again, I'm not a complex man. I like my big set pieces, but if you just get two great actors in a room and have them play off each other in like these just small, it's the small things in a show like this that make it work. But there's a couple really great moments that each actor has that I was just like super impressed with. One of the big ones for me was when they're like in the bedroom and you see Chastain just like trying to throw all of her stuff in a suitcase without like making a big deal out of everything. And then you see Isaac come over and he's just like, I'll do it if you need, I'll do it. And he just starts putting it in. And I love his reaction. It's just stiff and calm, but she is just clearly like, what am I doing? What is going on? I think that's great. That is just so powerful. And I just think you rarely get that in modern stuff anymore, where it's just like everything's kind of over the top, but it's just like the quietness. It's the stuff that is not being said that just shows you the weight of the scene and all that stuff. I like it when Chastain leaves too, and Isaac is just going on the phone to talk to their friends. He's like, can you just like try to convince her to stay for like a day or 2 days just so we can talk about this? But the friends clearly already know whose side they're on, and it's not the side of Oscar Isaac, and he kind of like loses it after that. It's just watching two incredible actors have fun and just play off each other and like go to that spot that you don't normally get to go to in some of like the more genre pieces they are both known for doing. I think that is incredibly cool and super fun to see. It was so emotionally investing. I really felt for these characters and the world they were a part of. I enjoyed that a lot. I like the way it portrays a modern romance, that sometimes things just happen and you can't always stop them from happening. Like, the world is so nuanced and fluid in its abilities to cope with things, that things just happen for a reason. That you can't control it, you can't stop it, they just exist. You move on from it in beautiful and dangerous ways. I think that's really cool and authentic. Scenes from a Marriage is becoming a really good show that I was surprised I liked it as much as I did. But in particular, this episode just showed me that like love is complex. It's not something that's so like cookie cutter. It is just about all of like the little things, and like I said too about like their acting, it's the things that aren't said in a romantic relationship that are kind of like the keys to that relationship. So I really enjoy what we're seeing here. Two great actors playing off each other, seeing the death of a marriage, the death of a romance by powerhouse people, gorgeous people. I absolutely adore what we are seeing here. This was a powerful episode and one of the best things I saw this year, if not the best episode I've saw this month. Scenes from a Marriage is surprisingly up my alley, and I'm enjoying every second of it. I recommend checking it out because it's going to blow you away just how good these two actors can play off each other. Chastain and Isaac, gorgeous people, gorgeous actors. You buy the chemistry from the get-go. So that's going to do it for this rendition of episodes of the month. Now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.